Look, people are still talking about that NFL weekend that just wrapped up. And not just because the Bills and KC game was nuts. There was a lot going on. One of the big issues is Tom Brady. Now, Tom Brady and the Bucs lost to the Rams.
This is my eye.
Whoa, let's get close up and personal with that story. We have an eye on this story here, Dee, no question.
Are we live?
No, but we're going to try and zoom into the issue here, which is Tom Brady, who's 44 years of age. He lost in the quarterfinals over the weekend to the Rams. Now, speculation is running rampant that Brady, at the age of 44, may very quickly say, I'm done, retire, and walk away as the greatest, quite frankly, athlete in the history of the game. I put him ahead of Jordan.
Ooh,
as a champion, I put him ahead of Jordan. He has done things I've never seen before. Now, the speculation's running wild here, Devo. Do you think he's staying or do you think he's going? Because yesterday on his podcast with Jim Gray, he made it clear family and Gisele Bündchen and his 3 kids are going to have a big say in this. What say you, Devo?
Yeah, I think family. I mean, obviously family will change any decision that you may have already in your mind about the game, about the sport, about what you love doing. If, you want to spend more time with the fam or whatever it might be. Skill set wise, he proved on Sunday, not in the first half, but in the fourth quarter, that he's still able to do it. And he's still capable of competing at a high level. They lost. Again, he had a terrible first half, but they lost with a field goal, time running out, and he brought them to the opportunity to get into overtime. So I'd like to see him do one more. If he's ready to do it, his family say, yeah, let's go. But again, family takes precedent over everything.
Guys, I'm shocked that he's not in the Super Bowl. I've been calling it the Brady Bowl every year. Is this the first time in a long time he hasn't been in the Super Bowl? I'm serious.
Not in a lot. I mean, look, it's not like he was there every year. It feels like it. But there were stretches where he wasn't. But it just,
first time.
Sorry, go ahead, Devo.
I was gonna say this first time that him or Aaron Rodgers haven't been in the championship game in like 9 years, or since 2009, or something ridiculous like that. So over 10 years. So
I'll say this: he's a super elite athlete. No denying. At 44, to do what he does, it's a testament to his lifestyle, his work ethic, his diet, much like your Cristiano Ronaldo, right, Sid? Age ain't nothing but a number for him. Now, you also made me realize a pun. He is married, yes, we know, to Gisele Bündchen. Does this make them now the Brady Bündchen? The Brady Bunch and the Brady Bunch. And I smell a reality show in their future if he chooses to retire. What say you, Sid?
I haven't heard that enough. That's a pretty good pun, actually.
That's a pretty good pun.
I think at 44, the interesting thing to me is, and Devo, because you follow pretty closely as well, when things leak about Tom Brady, they never leak until right before it happens. Like when he left New England, it wasn't some long, drawn-out thing. You heard a report, and 3 weeks later, he was gone. I found it very interesting these rumors circulated before the game, which means something's up to me. This is very unlike Brady to have any speculation spread of this magnitude before a game like that. So that's what really got my attention. I think he's done. I think at the age of 44, listen, again, he has a family. When you do football like that day in and day out, you are gone. You're not in and out. You are gone. That family does not have their dad for X amount of time throughout the year, more than half the year. So, look, at 44, it seems like it's the right time. He's still playing at a high level. No one sees him limp off the field, a shadow of his former self. Nobody wants to see that. So I think this is going to be the time for him. But only one person knows, and that's Tom Brady. So we'll keep you updated on that. Quickly, though, I wanted to divert to Devo because going back to the Bills and KC game over the weekend, in the NFL, there's an overtime rule where if you score a touchdown first, the game is over, and the Bills don't get another possession. I'm fine with this rule. Devo Brown has a different opinion.
Well, you had a very poignant tweet about this, basically saying stop whining. Did you not? Like, don't whine about
I may have said stop whining, something along those lines, yes.
Something along those lines to Bills fans. You said the Bills had 60 minutes to win the game.
Correct.
And then the coin toss happened, and you're okay with it. So did Kansas City.
Kansas City won the game.
They had 60 minutes to win the game.
Right.
But they didn't win it in the 60 minutes that you were talking about.
But Kansas City eventually took care of the situation when they had to. And my point is the Bills had numerous.
A coin toss decided who was going to have the ball first. I'm not saying it's not fair, but I will say it's an unfair advantage. I believe the stat is in the last 11 overtime playoff games, the team who got the ball first off that coin toss, or who won the toss, I should say, are 10-1 in the last 11 games. You're not telling me that's an unfair advantage?
Look,
just saying, man.
They're the number one defense in football. They need to stop them a bit better. But it has to be, at some point, the game has to end, is my point. NCIS Hawaii has to air on CBS. Right? They have other programs.
I get it.
They gotta go.
It was
Like we
a
can't.
episode.
But like,
I get it.
Devo, you've watched the college football games where each side gets a possession. They can go for another 45 minutes. Easy.
But that's fine. What do they do in hockey? In hockey, it's 3-on-3 during the regular season, and it's 5-on-5, and you play till it's done.
Soccer,
There's
it's
no
penalty
shootout
kicks.
in the playoffs.
There's a reason there's penalties.
kicks.
There's a reason you got to end the game at some
Are you
point.
good with penalty kicks?
Yes, because the game will go for another 3 days.
Do you remember that baseball game that went like 19 innings? Cut it off.
I know, we got to cut it off.
Close the stadium down.
To be continued, Devo. We got to cut this one off.
Yeah, I
But
like
that
this.
game was
It's a good
game
battle.
was money Sunday. We all agree with
100%.
that. Speaking of.